Welcome to Comically Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoiler cast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, we're back. It is Sunday, March 8th. Hopefully we'll go through this take. We're doing March Spidey-Less. So we're looking for the worst Spidey-Less movie in all of the Sony movies, crowning it the turd in the wind.
Yes, so you will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
That's freaking great. Tonight's bout is the, number 1 seed in Venom 2 versus the number 6 seed in Madam Web. Venom 2 has got a 58% Rotten Tomatoes score. So it is the most liked out of all of these. This came out in 2021, really? And the popcorn meter is 83%.
That is insane to me.
Yeah, out of all of them, this is the most liked. Madam Web, on the other hand.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong?
I don't know. It's just, I'm with Richard. It's just weird to me. Yeah.
Madam Web, on the other hand, has a Rotten Tomato score of 10%. It's come out in 2024 along with Craven. Actually, I think it came out before Craven, and Craven was the last one to come out. But it has a popcorn score of 53%.
Yeah, like that. That's understandable.
Yeah. I really want to know too. Is there a movie that's been? Well, I mean, I'm sure there probably is, but is there a movie that's been rated lower?
Yes.
Than 10% in Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know about Rotten Tomatoes, but dadgummit, I knew this answer a while back. I think it's like Letterboxd. There's one that has like a 5% rating or something like that. I cannot remember what the movie is though, but yeah, it's bad.
That's great. Fantastic. All right. Yeah. So I think I have the most notes for Madam Web. So do we want to tackle that one first?
Sure.
And see where we go from there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Let's do the first appearances for Madam Web. We've got Cassandra Webb, a.k.a. Madam Web. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 210. We got Maddie Franklin, a.k.a. the third Spider-Woman. Amazing Spider-Man 441 is Maddie Franklin. And Amazing Spider-Man number 5 from 1999. We've got Anya Corazon, or Arana, which is Spanish for spider, apparently. And that's Amazing Fantasy number 1 from 2004. We're going to say Julia Carpenter, even though she goes by a different name in this movie, which I'm really curious to hear why. Spider-Man, or Spider-Woman, Marvel Superheroes Secret War number 7 from 1984. Ezekiel Sims, Amazing Spider-Man number 30 from 2001. Ben Parker, Amazing Fantasy number 15 from 1962, and Mary Parker, Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 5 from 1968. So, Jeremy, what is your whelming on Madam Web?
Are we doing whelmings for this?
Oh, that's right. No, we're not doing it. That's right. Thank you, Richard. Okay. I apologize.
Because I was going to say, I did not
the ending of this.
I did not write my whelming.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think it'd be like just the same whelming for all of them. Basically, anyway.
just there. They're there.
Yeah.
So this movie features like the introduction of Madam Web. This takes place before there is a Peter Parker Spider-Man in this world or universe, hence the Uncle Ben and the Mary Parker. And Madam Web is got a connection with these other 3 ladies. Ezekiel Sims is after them to kill them because he has these premonitions that they're going to kill him in the future and take away his precious spider that he stole from Madam Web's mom and essentially killed her as well. This, first of all, we've talked about this before. who the fuck asked for a Madam Web movie? Number one.
Right.
And number two, if you're gonna like this, I think would have been better done as a horror movie. With this whole like slasher guys trying to come after these girls and kill them kind of thing. I don't know. Like the middle part, I was entertained, honestly. And I felt like if it would have just been stuck with like a horror themed slasher style movie, this actually could have probably been fun.
I don't like that at all, to be honest with you. The original concept, I think, because we had heard rumors, was that this was supposed to be like Terminator, but with Spider-Man. Like, in other words, it was essentially Ezekiel Sims was going to kill Peter Parker because Peter in the future would take him, like would defeat him. So like Madam Web had to save Peter Parker and make sure he gets born.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been a better story. But
I could be down for that.
But again, this should not have been made. This movie is so bad. Like, it's so bad. And no, that is not a spoiler because I'm gonna get to Venom 2 as well. But right off the bat, we are a minute and a half into the movie, and the ADR line for Ezekiel doesn't even match his lips. What he is actually saying in the film versus what is coming out of the speakers of my television are not the same thing. It looks like a TV edit. Like he said a bunch of cuss words and they like decided to change it for television. Like it is so bad.
That's funny. I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna be honest.
I didn't really. Honestly.
There's one that is a infamous thing, and when we get off, if y'all haven't noticed it, I'm showing it to you because I'm like, how the hell did y'all not notice it? It is insane how bad it is.
the voice to the lip sync.
Yeah, it's when he's talking with his little like man in the chair, the like hacker woman that he has.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like wanting to kill them, and he's like, they're going to kill me. I came from nothing, blah, blah, blah. I forget what he says, but like it is one horribly delivered because I don't even know if he actually said it. I don't think it was like AI or anything. I think he did like where they just took like words and chopped them up so that he would, it sounded like he said that sentence because it's just so horribly delivered and it does not match what he's saying at all. It looks like like an old Godzilla film that was dubbed in English. Like it is crazy looking.
Did nobody go to him and just be like, hey, look, just say watermelon however many times. Just watermelon. Well,
no, the thing is, this thing was rifled with so many, like, we don't know what we're going to do with this movie. Because originally this wasn't supposed to be set in 2003. So they, like, went back and added some shots with, like, Blockbuster in the fucking background or whatever so that it could be set in 2003.
That's what I forgot to mention when I was introducing this movie. I wanted to be like, brought to you by Pepsi Cola and Beyonce.
Yeah. Pepsi Cola, Britney Spears, Beyonce, Blockbuster. I think that's all of the like references to like the early 2000s. But yeah, the Pepsi one is very abysmal.
I didn't really even catch on to that. Honestly, I don't know. I just wasn't paying that close attention until the whole Britney Spears part. And I was like, what? So I didn't even realize that it was supposed to be set later. I mean, before back in 2003 or whatever. I was like,
really? Because there's a literal title screen that says 2003.
I missed it as well.
Oh my God. Were y'all watching on y'all's phones again?
I think I was struggling to stay awake is what it boiled down to.
Yeah, no, I was struggling to stay awake on both of these movies, but still, I was like,
even in this one, like one of the, I mean, obviously there's many, but like one of the pet peeves I had is like, you know, they were making a big deal about the three girls, but you never saw them actually get their powers or like really do much. And I'm like,
Did you miss the
What?
whole end
I
of the
mean-
movie? The 5 seconds at the end of the movie, Jeremy?
Or
believe
that
me, I
like
did not.
3-second
Like-
like future premonition dream that he had.
Oh my gosh, that was like, whenever that like that ending there, and the way that she changed, like she tried to be like all ethereal or like I don't know, like it was like they were trying to do like Professor X almost like s for her, and I was like, what happened? Just because she went into the water, now she's coming all back like all knowing and all whatever, and she's got this like mystical voice to her. Like I don't know, and it's just like this is so stupid. What happened?
Yeah. Well, they didn't explain any, like, not that I care because who gives a shit, but like, they didn't explain any of the web of life stuff and like how she's able to tap into that. And she really can't do any, like, she can see into the future. So, like, everybody in this movie, including Ben Parker, are that character in name only.
Yeah.
Like, not a single person is acting or has the powers of the character that they are from the comics. Like, and when I say Ben Parker too, he didn't even have that job in the comics. Like, he's not an EMT. Like, they just stuck that in there so that he could be somehow connected to Madam Web.
That's funny.
Mm.
I mean, I said it earlier. Sydney Sweeney's character doesn't even have the name of the actual comic.
Which I don't know why they changed that as well.
I don't know.
The speaking of Ben Parker, while we were on that for a second, is I love how they like skirted around the actual using with great power comes great responsibility.
What, like,
did you notice? Like, I don't know.
Which one are you referring to there?
Well, it's kind of towards the whenever she was with the guy that promised her mom and whatever, and he said something along the lines
the Las Arañas.
Yes, and he said something along the lines of like of having that deciding to have that responsibility with the power and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, It is because they took the line from the movie. At least I forgot to look this up. I'm pretty sure it was in the movie, and then they removed it for streaming because it got dunked on so much. But this was like this line that I'm about to say was going to be the worst line of the movie, which was he was with my mother researching spiders in the Amazon right before she died or whatever. But they removed that. So instead, the one that you're referring to has been crowned worst line of the movie. And it is, when you take on the responsibility, great power will come. And fuck you, Sony. Plain and simple. Fuck you. Get fucked. Like, stupid line, completely inappropriately delivered. Like, it's just... Everything about this movie is fucking dumb on an 11. Like, it is so bad. And on that note, I hate these like mystical spiders that are in Peru. And if you get bit by them, they give you superpowers. And it's like, no, he was bitten by a radioactive spider. Stop trying to make Spider-Man this mystical being. Stop it. No one cares. No one liked it in the comics. No one clearly likes it now. And I hate that they make like the Las Arañas, at least when we see them at the start of the movie, where they look like Spider-Man covered in vines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's stupid. It's stupid.
I hated the scene where they're like jumping from tree to tree to take Cassie's mom to the water well.
Yeah, it looked bad. I mean, it was like Twilight level bad of like.
Yeah, it was. It was really, really bad. I do want to say kudos to Jeremy though with the Professor Xavier reference there for Cassie there at the end. I was like, that's spot on. I had that in my notes as well. You're spot on with that. The way she looked, everything, those stupid glasses. It was. Oh man, it was bad.
All of that at the end. Like, she's in the wheelchair, which I was like, when did she become paralyzed? When she fell in the water?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was thinking too.
I get that she was blinded, even though also I was like, what are those fireworks made out of? They like nuked a fucking helicopter. They took out a brick wall. Like I was like, what are in these fireworks? But she falls in the water. The next thing we see her, she's in a she's in the hospital, all that stuff. But like when we see her out of the hospital, she's in a wheelchair now, and she's got on these stupid sunglasses, like old grandma looking sunglasses, like just really bad looking. And then there's this big fucking speech, and we see the future versions of the girls in their spider costumes, and then she's floating behind them in one of the worst looking superhero costumes I've ever fucking seen. Like the sunglass visor things, and she's blind. It looks fucking terrible. It looks so bad. It looks like they didn't even spend a moment of time. It looks like they took sunglasses, cut some fucking construction paper, pasted it on there, and spray painted it in a glossy paint. Like it looks so fucking bad.
They just needed it for 10 seconds, Richard. That was it.
I understand, but Christ almighty, make it look somewhat good for those 10 seconds.
So I know we've been talking a lot about the end of the movie here, but there's something that was bothering me around like the beginning, middle of the movie, when Cassie is like trying to help these girls and keep them from getting killed and all this other jazz, which honestly, I'm gonna be real. I enjoyed the fight scene on the subway. I enjoyed like the fight stuff at the diner. Those are probably the two moments that I like enjoyed about the movie. However, through all of that, she's running around in a stolen cab.
Oh yeah.
And she gets to a point and she's like ripping off the tags off the cab so she doesn't get caught. And I'm like, chick, that cab, I guarantee you, has like decals on the side. That cabbie knew which one he had.
Yeah.
Like, let's.
Well, not just to mention, I'm pretty sure New York cabs are low jacked in case they do get stolen. Even in 2003, especially in 2003, because it's 2 years after 9/11. Like, come on.
And that was one thing I was going to say too, as far as like, I mean, whenever she was doing all the traveling and things, and they made a point where Ezekiel said that he hijacked all this kind of stuff. So he even said something about like, you can hack into every camera, like it's the whole Batman Dark Knight, like that whole thing. And I'm like, okay, she's traveling to Peru, unless she's got some random person that's just going to fly her, she's going to have to use her passport and an ID to get onto that. I'm like, what? And like you were saying about the cab, I'm like, this person, they hurt his like person in the chair is terrible at this job. If she supposedly has all these connections.
Yeah. Yes.
But yet they catch the like a random like street camera that spots what's her face in there, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. No, I like this movie is dumb from tip to tail. Like, I don't even know what, like, I can't even defend a single thing about it because like I didn't even like the fighting. The fighting is so badly choreographed and edited. There's so many weird. Okay, so like Future Vision, where we see all the girls in their spider costumes and they're fighting Ezekiel. There's a moment where Aranya, where she is doing like a superhero landing. They forgot to edit out like, so the way they usually do those is they just film the person who like just does like a hop in air, and then when they come down to land from the hop, they do the little thing. They forgot to edit that out. So you literally see her leap up in the air and land. They forgot to edit that out. There's a moment where the funniest thing that I like in the fight scenes is, and it seems to be her superpower, like Madam Web's superpower, is she just hits him with cars. Like, that's the funniest fucking thing. But like, there's a moment where I want to say it's when she crashes the ambulance into him, and he like jumps. He does this weird like jump onto like a taxi cab to like, and then he goes to jump again, and then it's just a hard cut to something else. It's such an awkward edit. It's so bad.
Yeah. Craven had some of those hard cuts too. Like, I wonder if it was just the editing team they had, because there was one where like Craven laid down to take a nap, and then the next thing you know, he's standing at a gate waiting on these poachers to come.
Yeah.
And it's like, the fuck are we doing? How did we get here? What's going on?
There was different editors between the two. I know that because that's in like one of my notes is just who the cinematographer is, all that stuff. I can list the names if you want them, but you can just go off my word. They're both different.
Yeah.
They're different editors. But I'm trying to think of all the things. Like, I'm trying to think of a single thing that I liked. And there's I think I liked the credits. I think that's what I liked because it was over.
I don't think there was an end scene credit or a stinger for this either. So
no, there was not. No,
which is nice.
Yeah.
We also got to mention these costumes that they had the girls in. These were some of the most CW looking costumes I think I've seen in all of movies and TV. Those costumes were not that good.
Yeah. I think Madam Web's is the worst, honestly, because it just looks so bad. They try to hide it with that ghost spirit version of her, but it looks so fucking awful.
I'm not a fan of Maddie's at all. Like with the Iron Spider arms, I just, and I don't like the hair fro thing. I don't like any of it. Just any of it.
I didn't mind the fro. The arms look too CGI. Like they just look very fake and not there. I didn't like anybody's. Like, I'm the same way. I didn't like anybody. I don't even like Ezekiel's fake, inverted. Like, you get it, Carl? His colors are inverted from Spider-Man, so he's evil Spider-Man.
I thought what we saw of Sydney Sweeney's Julia Carpenter, I didn't think that was too bad, but still, that's a hard. I feel like that's a hard costume kind of do, like the giant eye holes and the hair that's open. But
yeah,
I didn't like her power either. I didn't think she could do that. Where it was these energy webs.
Yeah, I think she can. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest with you. But yeah, I didn't like it either. I think they were trying to do, is it the ultimate version of her? I don't know. It's one of the versions that has her, that black and white costume. But, and then I think maybe they were trying to set up for her to be future Madam Web if this movie took off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how would you think that this was going to take off?
Because Sony has their head so far up their ass that they would look at these two movies that we watched. They have their head so far up their own ass that they think they can shit gold or something. I don't know.
Huh.
I bet also they thought the actors and actresses they've gotten would carry him as well. Like Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven, and then you get Dakota Johnson as Madam Web. You get Sydney Sweeney in there, and then the other two girls. I bet that was one of their things as well. Like, hey, we'll get these actors and actresses, and this will be fine. Dakota Johnson, the only thing worse than her is probably Kristen Stewart. Like, I can't stand this woman in any of her movies. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
you're getting close there. I was making sure you weren't going somewhere with that.
She is really bad. I agree with you. Dakota Johnson is real bad, especially in this movie.
Uh-huh.
There were multiple times I'm like, is she autistic? When the little kid gives her the photo at the start of the movie when she's like, thanks for saving my dad or my mom or whatever it is. And
my mom, yeah.
And then she's here's this photo. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, is she autistic? What's happening here? Why is she what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But it's even she's just not a good actor in general. I mean, it was funny. I was, I didn't even realize this, but I was rewatching some of The Office, and she's in that towards the very end of the series. I was like, hey, and you didn't start off as a good actor either, so it just keeps progressing. Shouldn't get any better. It seems like.
No, yeah, she's kind of known for being really bad. She is bad in just about everything she's in.
She's a stale cracker.
Yeah. Well, like the thing that also, like you said, that bugs me is like Sony does this. Like when we saw the leaks, like they try to go off of name recognition to sell the
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to get Idris Elba for something, and I can't remember in one of the leaks. And they just wanted it because Idris Elba was really hot back then.
Yeah.
Like he was like the big name at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that. If that is how you're going about making your movies, you're doing a shit job at it.
So much so that Dakota Johnson, she even shits on this movie. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't like that she did this
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I think we'll get into it, but I think it was around Morbius for sure. I think they were lying to the people that they were hiring. I think they were saying, "Oh yeah, you're in the MCU," because we know for a fact, we've heard Amy Pascal when talking about Venom saying like, "Yeah, it's in the MCU." It's that infamous video of, well, not infamous, but famous video of her and Kevin Feige talking about one of the Spider-Man movies or something, and they were talking about how like, is the Venom set in the MCU? And she's like, yes, and Feige's like, no. So I think they were lying to a lot of these actors, and we'll get into it more when we get into Morbius, because there's one specifically where he has cited in an interview that I'm like, oh yeah, they lied to him. They told him this was part of the MCU.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start, man. Like this whole, like, first off, we're gonna read the other one day, and it deals with Ezekiel Sims. I hate, like, they could have made Ezekiel Sims interesting if you wanted to make him a villain. He's not really a villain. He's just more of like, he is the arbiter for the spider god, and he is trying to just get Spider-Man to like learn that he has been chosen by the spider god and all this stuff. He's not necessarily a villain. He's more of a good guy than he is a villain. So for them to make him a villain in this is just fucking stupid.
Is he like Stick?
Not really. He is like a crotchety old man, but not really. He's more of a hippie, if anything.
Okay. I was just thinking that sense of like Stick is for the good or whatever, but like his allegiance is like not to Matt, but like to, the good or whatever.
The whatever I forget his organization.
Yeah, it's the Fist. Is that what it is?
No, I don't think so.
Anyways, but like he's trying to tell Matt and get Matt to be like on board with all the stuff and whatnot, and trains him and stuff. So
one of the dumbest things that they do in this movie, starting like near kind of like the first third of it, is she starts having like visions of the future. So she has this weird vision of the future multiple times, and she freaks out. And eventually she goes to see a doctor. What doctor should she go to see? An eye doctor. Because she was having
insurance would pay for.
Because she was having visions?
Right. She was seeing things.
That's so stupid.
What are you supposed to do when you start seeing things? You go to the eye doctor.
No, you go to your general practitioner, and then they like recommend you to go see, I don't know what the term is, but like a brain doctor, because you probably have a tumor.
Oh, crap.
The other thing I hated, Chekhov's CPR, I wrote.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In the movie, Madam Web teaches the girls how to do CPR. And it's really dumb and stupid, like just the whole scene anyway. And I'm like, why is this here? Only for her to later at the end of the film drown and die again, so that the girls can use CPR to bring her back. And
it was two bonding moments,
it's
Richard.
So stupid. It's so fucking stupid. And the product placement is so bad in this movie. Literally, I wrote down as a note, this death was brought to you by Pepsi. The villain of the movie literally gets crushed by a Pepsi sign.
Yeah. Yeah. Death by cola.
Yeah. There's so many Pepsi and Pepsi products in this movie. It's just abysmal. Like, it's just so bad.
Well, so like I brought up Beyonce earlier. There's a giant like like Madam Web pulls in with the taxi, and there's just giant, just like picture of Beyonce's album on a wall. Like, and I looked it up, and the record companies that she had before, like her own, they were both like Sony owned record companies. So I was like, oh yeah, they were pushing the album, or that was that album that came out at that time. Since you're talking about 2003, more than likely, and that album went with that time period, and they owned it.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me with the way Sony, because I was going to talk about this in the next movie, but Sony does a lot of their own product placements. Whenever it's a Sony movie, everyone's going to use a Sony phone. Everyone's going to use a Sony laptop. All the TVs are being watched on a Sony TV.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.
They get a big discount.
No, it is literally to sell products. Because they know that is how they make their bread and butter, not through these movies.
Oh, that's funny.
One of the other things that really bugs me is like at the start of the film, like when near the start of the film, when we see that Madam Web goes and like looks at her mom's journal and she flips through it. And clearly it's implied that every now and then she goes through and flips through it and looks at it and, you know, longs for the days that she could spend time with her mother. And then later in the movie, she flips through it and finds a photo of her mom. And in that photo is a guy. And then she flips it over and it says her mom's name in Ezekiel Sims. And she's like, oh shit, this is the guy that's been trying to kill us. How the fuck have you never seen that photo? You're like 30 something years old. How the fuck have you never seen that photo until just now?
I don't have a smart ass quick remark for that. I'm sorry. I thought, and it was just taking me too long. So you got me on that one.
I mean, it's all so damn inconsistent.
That's this whole fucking movie for me. That's pretty much it. I have a couple of more notes about how, like, when he's a walking red flag. He meets some lady at the fucking opera. It's so he can get the little, like, face tracking technology because she works for the NSA. And I'm like, lady, you work for the NSA and you just go home to, like, some random stranger who is walking around fucking barefoot. Like, come on. and he, you know, poisons her or whatever with his spider abilities. And I was like, is he going to wrap her up and then, like, eat her insides? Is he going to be like a spider?
Oh my God. I forgot all about the fact that he's walking around New York with just barefoot.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's just Flintstoning it everywhere he goes.
Just Flintstoning it. That's right up there with shirt cocking. That's freaking great. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then you mentioned that about him being at the opera. And I'm like, of course he doesn't have shoes there. And I'm like, oh, well, she finds him interesting. And so he's eccentric. He has a nice suit on, but no shoes.
Yeah, but
I've got to know more about this man.
Walking barefoot around New York, he got to have the nastiest stuff. Those grippers are so gross. Like, they like you know we I don't know if this is used everywhere else in the world, but there's a term where kids used to walk around Walmart with no shoes on, and it's called Walmart feet, where you walk around Walmart barefoot and your feet end up black. You know, those feet got to be like the nastiest version of Walmart feet. Like, he got to have Hep C for sure.
He's kind of like, it's like he's on, like, wearing platforms because it's all the grime just keeps building up.
Yeah.
underneath his feet.
Right.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
In the comics, he does not. So in the comics, one of the first times Pete runs into him, he is wearing a suit and he doesn't have shoes on. And he kind of looks like the version that we see. His hair is not so, like, you know, when you see him in the future and he's like all white haired and old looking, that's kind of what his comic book version looks like, but not really. Like, he looks more, I don't know, like square jawed, and his hair is not as crazy curly like the one in the movie is, but He does wear that like suit, no tie, with no shoes on, and he explains to Pete it's like a hippie thing where he can like connect with the spider god in earth and the ground, and he can crawl better and all this other stuff. It's dumb. It's when they tried to retcon it. This happened when Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was going on, and they used it as a dumb way to retcon so that Spider-Man in the comics could have organic web shooters. That's the whole reason for this story.
Well, I assume they were also getting ready to like go towards the Morlun as well, since Ezekiel Sims has got connections to that.
Yeah, but I can't remember if Morlun is introduced in this or not. I can't remember. But he does deal with the hunting of the spider totems and other totems as well.
So I had a question. Like I said, I think we had talked about it. You mentioned it last week, where like this one, I forget the exact number, but like lost $200 or $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like that, like, so everybody still got paid in that, right?
Depends. If usually yes. Usually, depending on what the actor decides to do when they come on, like in their contract, they either take the money up front, or some actors, like Robert Downey Jr. has done this for other like Marvel movies, where he gets a piece of the back end, meaning what he gets a certain percentage of what the movie grossed.
Okay.
So if the movie made buku, he could make buku, or he could just take whatever $10 million up front.
Yeah.
So it just
everybody
depends.
got paid up front on that one.
Yeah, I don't know, to be 100% honest with you. I'm sure the girls did. I don't know if Dakota Johnson did, but I don't know.
Oof.
That's all. That's not, as far as I know, that's not public information. That is only given to us willfully by the parties involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Since we're on that note, this movie, this movie's budget was $80 million. And it kind of shows, because considering how Venom was 100 million, this kind of shows. Worldwide, it made $100 million.
Wow.
So if you do the math that I've always been saying, the budget minus double the budget for marketing, it was negative $139 in the hole.
Wow.
It is not the worst
ramen
one.
noodles.
We've already gotten the worst one, which I believe was Craven. I can't remember. I don't know. I need to look at Morbius.
Oh, was it?
Morbius may be the worst. Yeah, Craven was the worst as far as money earned wise.
Yeah.
Because this was right after Craven was right after this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he just didn't have any kind of hope.
No, yeah. No, it was a bad movie, and like a couple months before this movie was released. And it was just like more than a couple. I think it was like 6 months or something. But anyway, yeah, no, it is bad. It's real bad. The last dumb thing that I just wanted to talk about is they talk about how these arañas are like secluded civilization in Peru that never really comes in contact with people, yet they can speak fluent English like they're from America.
Look, they've got a lot of time on their hands. They'll pick up a book here or there, teach themselves. I mean, that's all they got. All they got is time.
I assumed it was like the Web of Life connected to Duolingo. I just assumed that's what it was.
That's how you get around that subscription price.
Mm-hmm. That's how that owl doesn't come for you. But that is it for me.
Cool. Jeremy, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I think that's all I got.
Awesome. Let's move on to Venom 2. Let There Be Carnage. Let's go around with a couple of first appearances. I'm not going to recite the ones that we did last time for Venom, so just know those are there. And if you want to know what they are, go back to that episode. But the new ones to the cast, you've got Cletus Cassidy, Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man number 344 from 1991, and Amazing Spider-Man 361 from 1992. You've got Shriek from Spider-Man Unlimited number 1 from 1993, and then Pat Mulligan from Venom vs. Carnage number 1 from from 2004. This features somewhat of a little breakup between the symbiote alien Venom and Eddie Brock. It also introduces, like we've talked about, Cletus Cassidy and his revenge on everybody around him and to go find the love of his life. So I don't know. I was kind of expecting more of this because I enjoyed Venom. And this just was honestly my first note. Too much silliness, Love and Thunder vibes. Like that's the best sum up for me on this movie right here.
Yeah, I could see that, and it was trying too hard to be funny, and like the other thing is like throughout, especially mainly these Venom ones, I'm like, isn't he supposed to be a villain? Like,
yeah,
none of this feels like a villain, and it really bugs me.
Yeah. I'm so glad to hear y'all say that because I was so worried considering the whatever the fucking score was like the highest. I was worried y'all were gonna be like, I kind of liked it. And I was like, no, this is gonna be a hard decision in my opinion, because both of these movies fucking suck.
I'm honestly a little relieved that you said that because I was going back and forth on them too. I'm like, I don't really know which one I dislike more.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of hard.
I legitimately, like I said, Venom 1 is a good, bad movie. This movie is a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's not even fun to watch. It's like it was from a different time. It's like it was like from the early 2000s, late 90s, like superhero movie. And it's not even, it's like all the silliness is unnecessary.
Yes.
Like, I'm fine with Venom being silly at some points, like the first one did, because he's kind of an alien and he doesn't understand like human culture and all that stuff. But like in this one, we've got him fucking making breakfast and they're trying to make Eddie and Venom the odd couple. And it's fucking weird. There's a moment where, and I guarantee you, because we talked about how in the Spider-Man leaks, like the Sony leaks, where they were talking about Spider-Man before it got like brought over to Marvel, they wanted Spider-Man to do a Tough Mudder and like Snapchat because that's what was really popular at the time. I guarantee you there was a conversation had where it's like, make Venom go to a weird underground EDM like De Los Muertos club because that's what kids do now. Because why else is that in the fucking movie?
Venom just kind of takes he's just seeing the sights. I think that's one of the things I dislike most about the movie is that like half the time you've got them separated.
Yeah.
And not even that it was good whenever they were together at the beginning of the movie. Like it was just too much. Like you said, the whole breakfast thing. And there was no even real payoff with that underground concert he was at. Like there was no payoff at all.
It's just a silly movie. It's again, Sony's like, fuck you. We think you're dumb. Essentially. We think you'll think this is funny. And you'll eat it up with your popcorn, you fucking idiots. Like that's literally what I feel like Sony does here. And it's just insulting.
Well, going back to the names, they had freaking Tom Hardy as Venom, who already did a solid deal with Venom 1 per the numbers. And then on top of that, they had Woody Harrelson to it. So they were like, oh yeah, this is going to knock out of the park. Yeah.
And I like Woody Harrelson. I think he is a good actor. I like him in a lot of roles. I think he is fucking awful in this movie. He is so bad. Oh, I even mentioned that the other thing that is baffling to me about this movie is Andy Serkis is the director of this movie.
Yes.
For those that don't know, Andy Serkis is Gollum from Lord of the Rings. He's Snoke from the newer Star Wars. What else? He's Ulysses Claw from Marvel.
Alfred Pennyworth from Robert Pattinson.
Right. I always forget he does that. He's Alfred in those. He's a big actor. Very, very good actor. What is this movie, Andy? What is this movie?
In Andy's defense, he didn't write it. All he could do is direct it.
Yes.
But like, I'm with you. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't necessarily think that I think it's really all writing. Like,
Yeah.
but I was shocked to see his name. When I saw it, I was like, no fucking way. Like,
Yeah. I remember when it was coming out because I watched this. I went to the drive-in theater and watched this. I remember now. I watched Venom 1 on streaming and I watched this one at the drive-in because I thought we were going to review it for the podcast. And then you two chuckleheads didn't see it. So anyway, this, it's bad. It's just so bad. And like,
yeah.
I at least one of the issues, because my wife did not want to watch either one of these movies with me. And I felt bad because like I wasn't making her watch them, but like we were sitting down on the couch watching them. She decided to watch Madam Web. And then we were
her poor soul.
Yeah. And then we were gonna watch Venom. We watched Venom 2 the next night, and she's like, I'm not watching it. I've already seen it. I don't want to watch it again. So she like just got on her iPad with her headphones on, and she's like doing stuff. And then she pulled her headphones out at one point and kind of started watching the movie. And then she just crashed out on me. She's like, this movie is so bad. And she starts explaining like how all the things are bad about it. And I just started laughing. I was like, you've watched maybe a minute of this movie. But this movie is like, it's at breakneck speed. It's an hour and like 30 minutes, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just hammering terrible scene after terrible scene after terrible scene at you.
Yeah.
Whereas Madam Web is longer. So like all the terrible things kind of happen at a slower pace, but they're still just as bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked Cletus's like commitment to, I can't even remember the character's name that's for Shriek, but I liked his the way they wrote his commitment to her. And so like even when Carnage was taking over and he was like adamant about like, no, we're getting rid of her, she's gone. Like Cletus was like, no, and he's trying to fight him off for that. I like that part of the story.
To me, like with her, especially after like the whole scene where she shoots the cop in the eye, whatever, like, and she kind of changes the way she looks at that point. To me, it almost just looks like they took many people know, but like her, the way she was portrayed as Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean, and just put it in there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was her. That's funny though. Now I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, to me, like just the way that her makeup was and the eyes and I don't know, it just very much like they just like, oh, that looks cool in that movie. Let's use it over here.
One of the things I saw in the behind the scenes is originally she was supposed to be Scream, and Scream wasn't going to be yellow. It was just going to be like a female version of Carnage.
Oh no. I thought that's who she was supposed to be, was Scream.
No, yeah. Carnage, Cletus Cassidy's in love with a person who, because I can't remember if she's a mutant or not. She gets exposed to the same stuff that Cloak and Dagger gets exposed to. It's all during that Maximum Carnage stuff during the 90s. Since we're on Carnage, in general, I think the CGI looks worse in this movie than it did. Like Venom doesn't look great in a lot of scenes. Carnage looks bad, and I don't like it. He looks gross. Like my wife specifically was like, "Ugh, he looks so gross," and I'm like, "He's supposed to." And that's the other thing you kind of mentioned, and I wanted to kind of talk about is the whole like they don't have symbiosis thing. The whole point of Carnage in the comics is that he is bonded, like Cletus is bonded to Carnage on a cellular level. He is part of Cletus Cassidy's blood. That's why he's red. And Eddie / Venom team up with Spider-Man because he's like, I don't know how to stop this guy. Like,
Mhm.
there is no, like, he has an interview. Eddie gets in prison due to all the stuff that he was doing because he's Venom. He ends up being cellmates with Cletus. He doesn't like Cletus. Cletus doesn't like him. Eventually, Venom, like the symbiote Venom, comes and breaks
So
him out.
He didn't want to just be his friend.
No, he didn't just want to be his friend. No. Venom comes to rescue Eddie. When he does that, Venom is like pregnant, so he like hatches out a new symbiote. I mean, that's how they have that. Like, symbiotes are essentially like amoebas. Like, I think if they eat, after they eat so much, they will spawn a new symbiote.
Fuck that.
That is literally how it works. Because I'm also going to get into, since we're talking about that's how toxin is created. But anyway, the symbiote gets out due to like Venom smashing in the cell to rescue Eddie. Cletus gets cut, and the symbiote that Venom like gave birth to goes into that cut on Cletus.
Oh.
So that's like the origin of Cletus.
Yeah.
And Cletus at the time was a serial killer, but he had an affinity for bladed weapons, axes, knives, stuff like that. So, and they don't do this for the movies, but typically whenever a symbiote like latches onto its host, it usually takes on the traits of that host. So anyway, long story short, that is how Carnage. Not all this other shit where he like bites Venom and all that stuff is just nonsense that they do, and I don't understand why they couldn't do something like similar. I eventually, when we do the final round, I'm going to talk about a better, at least, film you could do for all three Venom movies, and maybe if I have an idea to weave in some of these other terrible ones you could do. But I've already been like thinking about how like you could have done this different, you could have done this different, you could have done that. But anyway, toxin is created by Carnage. Again, is like going to give like birth to a new symbiote, and he's like, I gotta kill it, because I don't think typically symbiotes try to kill their fathers, but I think Carnage thinks like, well, that's what I did with my dad, so this one's gonna try to kill me. So Venom finds out about that somehow, and he's like, we have to rescue this symbiote before Carnage can kill it, because we can use it to potentially turn the tides to defeat Carnage. This is much later. This isn't during the Maximum Carnage era. And anyway, long story short, he gives birth. There's a big fight between Venom and Carnage. The symbiote gets on one of the detectives who's around, who's like hunting down Cletus Cassidy, and Toxin is born. None of that, like, they don't even show how he gets Toxin in the movie, do they?
No.
I've seen this twice now, and I was like, his eyes just turn like black and blue, glowy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the setup for Toxin is so weak because you see like Pat Mulligan's restrained by Carnage's tentacles, and then like all of a sudden he's like hit against something, or he's dropped or whatever, and then
he's like leaning up against like some scaffolding or something.
Yeah, and now he's got blue glowy eyes. And speaking of that, I like the tentacle thing. I couldn't remember what the freaking word for it was called, but like that whole scene about Shriek being turned on by Cletus's tentacles, I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Okay.
Yeah, she's really into hentai. All that shit's weird. It's gross. There's a jab at Spider-Man, like kind of in the last movie with the whole, if you take on responsibility, great power will come. Venom or Eddie is talking about like, we have a responsibility, and Venom replies, responsibility is for the mediocre. And I was like, oh my God.
I thought the fight scenes were okay, but that was like, there's nothing really to like talk about as far as like, oh, this is cool, this is awesome, whatever the case is. Like, it's just,
well, again,
I don't know.
This is rated PG-13. For a movie that has a symbiote that is on a serial killer, This is like one of the most bloodless movies.
Right?
And
right?
like that scene in the prison should be the coolest scene of the movie. And
Oh, yeah.
when he turns into Carnage for the first time and then just goes ham on killing everybody in the prison.
Right.
And they turn him into Tasmanian, like Taz from Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Like, well, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Same. I was watching it and I was like, wait, when could he make tornadoes? When was that a thing? Because I don't remember that at all. I was hoping you would educate me here and they'd be like, oh no, he did it in this issue.
No.
And I'm like, okay, cool.
As far as I know, and then him hacking into computers, I'm like, symbiotes can't fucking do that. He's not the T-1000. I feel like someone wrote him like he's like a Terminator or something.
Apparently, everybody who was writing for Sony at the time had that Terminator on the brain. They're just like, they're all Terminator movies. All of them. They're all prequels.
They're being all nostalgic.
The other thing that bugs me is he doesn't really make many bladed weapons. He mostly just uses tentacles. And then like his finger will be like a spike or something.
Yeah.
And it really bugged me because I'm like, we saw Riot in the first movie do all that. I don't know. There's just a lot of like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
What'd you think of Mrs. Chen when she got possessed by Venom?
I hated it.
That was the creepiest face ever. And I'm sitting there, I'm in my bedroom alone watching this movie. And then one of my kids walks in and I pause it and it's on that fucking face. And I was like, damn it. And I'm like trying to get in the way of the TV because I'm like, this is stuff of nightmares right here. Like, I don't want my kids seeing this.
That whole movie is stuff of nightmares. Yeah, it looked bad. It anytime Venom like half Venom's out on somebody's face, it just looks bad.
Yeah.
And then seeing them like ADR, that was another thing. The ADR, like there's a flashback to young Cletus and Shriek, and they ADR the actors, like the adult actors' voices over the young actors, and it just looks and sounds off. I'm like, what? Like, I'm flabbergasted about all these, especially these two movies. Just the technical aspect of like how they were made and filmed and edited and audio and all this stuff. I'm just like, how did any of this happen? Did y'all notice the very, since I mentioned the product placement in the previous movie, there's one that's really bad. And Eddie has a TV and Venom breaks it. Sony TV. So he goes out and buys a new one. And it's another Sony TV. And the detective shows up and he literally stops the movie and looks over to it. And we can see it in full frame. And he's like, that's a nice TV.
Nice TV.
And I'm like, fuck you, Sony. Like,
didn't they have the box next to it as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I mentioned it last week. What'd y'all think of the wig?
Well, the thing was terrible. I thought that was like the worst. Yeah. They just took some red hair and just plopped it up top there and just said, go for it.
Yeah. I thought at first whenever he was in prison, I was like, okay, it's not horribly bad. It's not good, but it's not horribly bad. And then when he got out, I was like, oh shit, his hair got worse from prison.
Yeah.
What happened? You're on the loose now. Why don't you have better hair?
Yeah. Did Carnage cut it for you?
He likes the chaos, apparently.
Yes. Yeah, it looks fucking terrible. Like, at least the first one somewhat looks better. It still looks wiggy. But, like, that second one, after he gets out and he's, like, changed into the goofy outfit, and I was like, what the fuck? Who saw this and thought it was good?
Yeah.
Who was like, yep, that's it. That's our look. That's our Cletus.
Well, and he even adjusts it. Like, he's beating up a convenience store clerk and then, like, adjusts it. Like, to like, try to fix his hair. And I'm like, bro, there's no fixing that.
Yeah,
Like
no,
there's no fix.
no, just cut it off. Just shave that shit.
Which, like, Cletus in the comics is not, like, his hair is pretty jacked up anyways as well, but still, like, they could have done a lot better than what they did.
Yeah. They should have done with the second wig, like the one before, like not the one from the post credit in the last Venom, not the Sideshow Bob wig, the one that we see before he gets like put to death, quote unquote.
Right.
They should have used that, but just made it a little bit like spend a little bit more extra money and get a better wig.
Yeah.
The weird thing also in this movie is Venom has left Eddie and he's just like going from people to people and he's killing them. Like if you remember in the last movie,
Yes.
because they don't have complete perfect symbiosis, the person that he's on will die.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Venom is just killing random people.
Well, I was worried he was going to kill Mrs. Chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I was
not.
too.
Jeez, poor Mrs. Chin. God bless.
I don't no ill will. I just meant like because she's again, like I said, we'll see next week. She's in all three of these. It's fucking weird for some reason to include this character in all three of them, and I don't understand it.
She's a staple to the Spider-Man universe, is what it boils down to. I mean, she was even in Across the Spider-Verse. Like, you got to give it up to Mrs. Chin.
No, absolutely, absolutely not. There's a mentioning about having a red wedding in this movie when they're wanting to Cletus and Shriek want to get married. And they're going to give gifts of like all the people that have slighted them, and they're going to like get married and then kill them, and they'll have a red wedding. And I was just like, this is Sony thinking that Game of Thrones is still cool at this time. Because they did like Game of Thrones had ended when this movie came out, and everybody either loved it or hated it. And it regardless, I'm like, dog, what are y'all doing?
Read the room.
For real. Last two things. Worst line of the movie. What do they say about an eye for an eye?
Oh,
That's what they say. I know the whole line is, whatever, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, but it's like, no, but that's what you're doing. You're taking an eye for an eye. Like that's what you say. The funniest line, the two funniest lines, because I forgot about one in this movie, is Venom is going to confront Carnage at the church. They're all venomed out. They're walking up.
Yes.
And Venom sees Carnage for the first time because at this moment, Venom has not seen Carnage.
Yeah.
Like Eddie has seen Carnage. Venom has not seen Carnage. And Venom's like, oh shit, it's a red one. And he like transforms back down into Eddie. And Eddie's like, what are you doing, man? What the fuck? And there's a lot of like, we are going to die.
Yes.
And I forgot the other one, which honestly I think is funnier, maybe because I forgot it, but he's defeated Carnage, and he's like, Carnage is giving this speech to Eddie about how he wants to be his fucking friend or some shit. And then Venom just picks Carnage up and goes, fuck this guy, and he eats him. And it's kind of how I feel about the movie.
Fuck this movie, bite the head, eat the brains.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
And then, of course, we get that awful post-credit stinger that went nowhere.
Does it really go nowhere?
Yeah. Remember, it leads into him maybe being in Nowhere Home, only for the post-credit in Nowhere Home sends him back to his universe.
That's right.
Literally goes nowhere. And you can take that as a pun, as No Way Home or whatever, but like it goes nowhere. And Venom 3 will retcon that whole like symbiote being left in quote unquote Spider-Man's universe.
That's bananas.
Oh wow.
See, I've even heard from. I feel like maybe I should. Maybe I haven't. Never mind. I can't remember exactly. So I was gonna say I thought I'd read posts where they said no, that symbiote's still there. So I'm interested to see what they actually do in Venom 3.
I have not watched Venom 3. I have seen that scene. I don't think that is the intent, is that symbiote is supposed to be there. I think the scene that we will see, I think it's at the start of Venom 3, is them retconning that scene.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
But yeah, I forgot about that whole like the room shifts and stuff like that.
That guy.
yeah. See, and that's another funny one for me. So like I've been quoting the oh shit, it's a red one. Like I don't know what it is. I love that. But also in that post credit scene, Eddie gets to the end of the bed and he finds like this folded up towel and an animal. He's like, "What the hell is that? What the hell is that?"
I can't do it right now, but yeah, he's like, it's just a swan, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like that's where the humor should come from, is when Venom doesn't understand things.
Yeah.
But like, don't make him fucking cooking and singing and doing all this nonsense, going to fucking EDMs and like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I agree.
100%.
Last thing, I forgot. It's just how much did this make? The budget for this movie was $210 million. Or not 200, $110 million. I'm sorry.
Oh, bless.
Worldwide, it made $506 million. So do the normal thing. It made $176 million. So not quite as much, but it was still in the positive.
Yeah. Still paid for Woody Harrelson.
Like not quite as much as the first Venom.
Oh yeah, nowhere near. First Venom was almost $500 million. Actually, it was $500 million. It was over $500 million. It was $500 million something dollars.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Cool. Well, I think it's time we cast our votes and see who's going to become one step closer to being the biggest turd in the wind.
And I don't have that page on there.
Like a turd in the wind.
That's funny. All right, Jeremy, you're up. What is your vote?
Oh man. I think I'm gonna have to go with Madam Web as the worst. It just was. I mean, obviously we've already hit on everything, like that, how bad it was, and like there were more moments that I kind of could get along with Venom than there were in Madam Web, and the acting was terrible, the storyline made no sense, and just it was just an all around terrible movie. So,
Got you.
Yep.
Richard, I know you're having a hard time over there.
I really am, because I don't like any of either of these movies. This is the one that I'm like, this is going to be the hardest decision of my life. Because these are both bad, and I feel like they're equally as bad, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
And I know what my gut says. Like if you like quickly like shoot from the hip, like you've got 3 seconds, who are you picking? I know who I'm picking, but I like when I think about it more, I'm like, yeah, but this one has this one and this one has that, and I just don't know. So I'm going to go with my gut. That's the only reason I'm deciding this, because I really can't pick which one I hate more, because I do hate both pretty equally. I'm going to say Madam Web is the worst one of these two.
Okay. Well, I am going to also go with Madam Web. And
Okay, wow.
the reason that I chose Madam Web is because I was thinking of rewatchability. Like, neither one of these will be on my top priority list to sit there and rewatch. However, like, I could absolutely see myself rewatching Venom 2 way before Madam Web. Like, I just...
As someone who had to do it, don't do it.
What are you talking about? Like here in a couple weeks, we got to rewatch all the top 3 and then keep going from there.
No. No.
All right. So we got 2 down in the books for the final battle. We've got Madam Web and Craven. And then next week, we're going to pick the 3rd one. And that's going to be between Venom 3, The Last Dance, and Morbius, Jared Leto's It's Morbin Time, Morbius.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping. I have not seen Venom 3. I'm hoping it's going to at least go back to like Venom 1, where it's like goofy and funny, but not too much.
Yeah. I have not seen Venom 3, but I've seen Morbius.
I have seen Morbius as well.
I have not seen either one of them. So
That's not shocking.
Yeah.
of course not. I haven't seen any of these movies that we're watching. So
Oh, Morbius is the only one that I've seen. So cool. Well, until then, y'all can keep up with us on Instagram. Be sure, I think we're going to put some polls out as well, so you get a vote in these movies and see if you agree with us or not. So be sure to go check our Instagram out. And until then, Jeremy, where can they find you at?
they can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. It's Night with a K, and you can find me here.
Awesome. Richard?
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter and Instagram, a Blue Skies, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day and night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, possibly TikTok, we'll see, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
Awesome. You can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox22_comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 Comics. Thank you all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did make it. Well, all being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Goodbye, Jeremy. Goodbye.
You are the only one who can change the future. And when you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
Fuck this guy!